I have to sit kind of on an angle. Hello, dear heart. Hello, Tina. So, it's quite humid today. I'm like, please don't be monsoon in the middle of this reading today. How can I make you guys? Oh, I've got to do that every single time, you guys. I thought I had everything ready. I have to get the box to lift up this computer. Okay, so before I do that, let me give you items to choose from. One are these little bees. I'm all about putting out bee bowls. Fill a bowl. I've got a couple in my yard with marbles and water so that they get their babies in them require that water to keep going. Also, if you've got some dandelions in your yard, don't pull them if you don't have to. Let them have them. So bee is about getting busy and get after the honey, but it's also about sweet victory. So that's one item to choose from. The other item to choose from is this magical fairy tree. Isn't this fabulous? It's like bubbles. I choose this. I mean, I choose them all, but so something to do with your family tree. I talked to my ex-husband and his wife, who was my best friend in California, Julie. I helped them get together. I love them both. And he told me this morning that my brother, that I haven't talked to in 100 years, is his best friend. And so I said, well, I'm glad he has you. You know, I'm glad he has you in his life. And that doesn't mean he has to be in mine. But sometimes you love people from afar. Sometimes you just wish them well and carry on, right? So I don't know about your family tree, but it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Hi, Ingrid. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. This is the second item to choose from. Ingrid, this is the first item with the bees, sweet victory, or get busy and get after the honey. Something about to me, I see bubbles. There's somebody at Thursday Dance that brings this bubble machine, and he shoots bubbles and they go flying at us, and it's so magical. I always get so excited. So there's that. I'll put it over here right now. It's so funny. I was Julie. I sent her a message this morning, and then she sent me a Happy Mother's Day. And I said, what are you doing? And where are you? And, because they bought a second house on the river in Havasu. And I go, you guys on the boat? The kid's going to be there, whatever. And so she FaceTimed me. It was the funnest thing. So extended family sometimes is, that's my ex-husband and his wife, so maybe your family tree is a little unusual, but it was pretty magical. And so she goes, where are you? And I was in the I said, I'm in the bathroom getting ready for my live. And I said, hold on, let me get outside. So I came out here and I said, here's my place. And she goes, wow, there's a lot going on there. My faith was being a booger. I was here, then suddenly I wasn't. You're here. Well, I don't know. Third item, cheetah, silver. I love silver. I love the cheetah. I love cats. So why cheetahs? This cheetah's resting. This cheetah's always going 100 miles an hour. So that would be me, right? Resting. It's time to rest. It's time to enjoy. So these are our three items to choose from. I'm not doing four because we're going to do a rune as well. I'm going to, what was the thing that I needed to do? I need to get the box to lift this up, and I'll be right back. So think about those three items. Get yourself situated. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, I think this should help. Oh, I forget this every single time. It puts you guys up on the same level. That's better. And my butterfly glasses. I'm apparently known for my butterfly glasses. The lady in the butterfly glasses, they broke at dance a few weeks ago, so I had to order a new pair. Problem is, these came with darker lenses. The other ones had smoke lenses, so I can see my Facebook messages, but I can't really see the YouTube ones very clearly. I suppose I could look over top of my glasses. But let me ask you a question. Which ones do you prefer? I'm asking for a reason. These or these? So let me know. And I'm going to light our incense and start our clearing with our singing bowl. So let me know what you think. Which one should I use? All right, here we go. Let's clear our energy. I ask Archangel Michael to come in and protect everyone in this reading. Any only love in, only love out. Here we go. Okay. So it looks like the consensus is the butterfly. The butterfly. That's what I had to go get, was my little book also to write down your names for the readings. And yes, Tina, I have you written down. I always know you want a reading, so I have you written down. Oh, it's hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I wish I could take off all my clothes. All right, I might keep these on top until if it gets brighter again. All right, so when I went inside to get the box, I got the notepad and pen, and I got another deck. I've got a lot of decks to choose from today, and I got my special incense. I have incense sticks, but I really like this incense, this cone incense, so I'm going to light it for me. It's been a wild morning, you guys. How are you doing? I had something happen to me last night where I took my dogs for a walk around the block. I was happy as a clam. I was videotaping. I saw a tree that looked like it was flipping off the whole neighborhood. It was pretty funny. And I got halfway up my block and I got violently sick. It hit me like a wave, nausea, and I was so sick. And I crawled into my bed and I laid there. And you know the inevitable. The inevitable is that evil's got to come up. So there's a message in this. It is a Scorpio full moon tonight. I'm always hit before the full moon hits, and I was hit. And so this was a necessary evil that had to come up. And so some things came up when I was talking to my best friend in California, not Serenity, Julie, my ex-husband's wife, and him. You know, he said my brother's his best friend, talks to him every day. He's a great guy. He's a sweet guy. And I'm like, my brother stole my inheritance, stole everything from me, took everything. I don't own a home because of my brother. And his response was, Sherri can handle it. She always lands on her feet. She's a cat. So I thought, well, here's my tower. Okay. And I thought about it for a second, and I really care about my ex-husband. I mean, he was my best friend for 7 years, and then 7 years after we divorced, he was my best friend. So that's the family tree, right? And it was interesting because when he said that, he said it almost like he was going to fight with me about it. Like, he's my best friend. He's a good person and he's sweet. And I said, you know what? He's funny as hell and he's super creative. And I said, I'm really glad that he has you. I'm glad he has you. He's not doing well. He's not doing well. And I'm like, well, you know what? That's called karma. And I'm glad he has you. I really am. I'm honestly glad. So it doesn't mean that I have to have that back into my life. You know, I don't hold any animosity anymore. I've moved on. But that's the family thing that hit. So last night I got that sickness, this wave of sickness. I didn't know what it was, but it hit so hard. And Spirit said there's going to be a death. There's going to be an ending. And there's going to be some scandals or truths or things that are shocking that come to light. Well, that was shocking to me that my ex-husband, who was my best friend, ends up being best friends with my brother, who I haven't spoken to since my mother died because he stole everything, did everything against her wishes, you know. And his wife that used to be my friend is now my ex-husband's, my friend Julie's friend. And I thought, interesting. They replaced me with my brother. I found that interesting. But that's okay. I just wonder. I think that's an interesting thing. I brought it up because it's 1:11 right now. Keep your thoughts positive. They're manifesting instantly. I think it was just, you know, those little things that come up that need to be released. those necessary evils that have to come up. And so I did. I stuck my finger down my throat and I threw it up and I felt better. so it's kind of like, don't think you can get away from, like, don't stuff it down. Don't try to keep it down. Bring it up. Right. And I got from Spirit yesterday, you need to speak. And so I see a hummingbird on the wire right now. And it's very interesting to see a hummingbird sitting on the line because they're so tiny. Right. But I am the hummingbird. That's my daughter. The first, hi, Kara. The first animal totem that my daughter understood was the hummingbird. And she read it and she called me. Happy Mother's Day, Lacey, by the way. That's my daughter. She's a fabulous mother to my grandson, Trey. And happy Mother's Day to all of you. Happy Mother's Day, Lori, Kara, Tina. I don't know if you have children. Gina, Sunshine Tea. Hi. Oh, you've said something. Oh my goodness, I found you, but once again, notification. I don't know why. It's super annoying. Maybe I just need to pop on. In any case, the hummingbird was on the wire because the hummingbird goes up, down, sideways. Remember I said the second item that we had to choose from, or the third item, is the cheetah. This cheetah's laying there. They're slowing down. They're taking it easy. So the hummingbird on the wire, I'm on the wire with all of you, and it's about relaxing. You don't have to constantly go, go, go. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much. And back to everyone else. I'll show you the items to choose from again. The sweet little bees, which represent sweet victory or getting busy and get after the honey. Maybe it's a reminder to put out little bee bowls for them to help them in the heat, right? Maybe get flowers in your garden that will draw the bees and butterflies to help them, because without the bees, we are dead. Seriously. Then there's the cheetah. The cheetah obviously is laying down. It's beautiful. It's majestic. And it's laying underneath this, next to the bees. It's the sweet victory. It doesn't have to run anymore. And it's next to this magical fairy tree. That's like bubbles. These are our three items. Aren't they fabulous? Hi, Erica. Oh, my God. Happy Mother's Day to you and your doglets. Oh, my God. I've never seen you on here. Our three items to choose from. 1, 2, and the bees, 3. I have to go on now, though. I have to start. Anyway, how it's set up on my table is there's a beautiful rock that this is laying by. It's laying in the shade of this magical tree next to the sweet busy bees that are flying around, and a beautiful tree and a plant, a flowering plant. So it's a beautiful setting for this. It's a beautiful setting. I'm getting a message for myself right now. It's a beautiful setting for this cheetah to retire in. There's a message in that. Hi, morning breezer. Okay, so we're going to start with the these ones hurt my nose. My other ones didn't. Ugh, such a bummer that the first ones broke. These hurt my nose. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose, what did we start with? The sweet bees? The little honeybees? For those who chose the honeybees. Correct for neutrality. It's Mother's Day, so I've got people behind me and their families visiting, and I'm trying not to be too loud, and maybe they won't be too loud for us. Correct, but the wind will help because the wind chimes will make it not quite so loud. Correct for neutrality. At least it's not Easter and they're not out hunting for Easter eggs right behind our back. Correct for neutrality. Oh my God, you guys are going to die. No word of a lie. This is when you know. This is incredible. This is incredible. For those who chose the bee, my life is sweet and you are unlike anyone else. So this is the shapeshifter oracle. So you see this little redhead. It's funny. The redhead was in my dream last night. I always think of the redheaded stepchild. The redheaded cat is always the best friend. The redheaded fox is the kitsune, which will show you who to trust. And there's butterflies of transformation. But when you look at these butterflies, they're frog butterflies. They're shapeshifters. But the first one that came out was I don't know why we're focusing first on the bee on this one, but we are. So we're not going to focus on the bee right now. We're going to focus on this one. So right now, this one has got kind of a sad look on their face, a trepidatious look on their face. And the message is that there's no one like you. You're unlike anyone else. You're uniquely made. You know, you're supposed to be a butterfly frog. That's fabulous. Like, how many butterfly frogs are there in the world? You know, we've only got one chance in this lifetime to live our life, and we need to live our life as we are. And we don't have to be like everyone else. We shouldn't be like anyone else. There's only one of us. And we're special and unique just as we are. So we've gone through a difficult time, Spirit says, but we've passed the test. We've passed it. And now we've been reborn because there's a death, a transformation, a rebirth. Tonight is the full moon, endings, right? And then the new beginnings. We've reinvented ourselves. I know, like I told the story about what happened at the beginning with my brother. I have definitely reinvented myself. There's going to be new people coming in, new things happening, exciting things happening. Some old friends will stay there. Like I still stay in contact with my ex-husband and my friend Julie, right? It was wonderful to see her. She's adorable. I saw her face on FaceTime. It was wonderful. I was there on the river with them like I used to be. It was fun. But at this time, maybe your decisions are being challenged. There's confusion concerning the kind of person that you are. People that have been close to you may pull away from you at this time because they feel betrayed. Well, I brought up that situation about my brother, right? Like I'm not interested in reestablishing that. So maybe you've changed. Maybe you have finally awoken to who you truly are and you're on your soul's path and you need to make a choice based on what works for you. You're not going to be labeled. You're going to wear your own thing. In my dreams last night, I was getting married, and this dream was incredible. I had this white dress, and I thought, weird. I don't like myself in white, and I didn't think I'd ever wear a white wedding dress. And it was laced up all around my chest, and there was this big stone medallion with this fretwork of painting across it, like intricate gold, high pay, and it fell off, and my ring fell off. It was fake. It wasn't real. And I thought, what am I going to do? And why am I bringing this up? It's because I was trying to figure out what to wear. So what I did was I went into my closet and I just pulled out things and I started piecing together items the way I dress now. And this part that I ripped it away, it was this big gaping hole. And I ended up putting my beautiful medallion on my chest that my best friend Serenity gave me, which is a moonstone. I should have worn it today to show you. I should probably go get it because it's supposed to be shielding me. We talked about, she says, with all the things all the work that you do with others and all the drama and all the energy that comes at you from everyone else, you need to be clearing yourself and shielding and protecting yourself after every reading, before every reading. And I don't do it. So everything had fallen apart, and that breast was exposed. My shield was gone, right? And all of those. So what it didn't fall away. The stone fell off. I ripped away this fretwork, and when I looked at it, it was cords wrapped back and forth, going back and forth, like. So I decided to pull away. So it's talking about connections between you and others. There are certain cords that you want to retrace and strengthen, and there's others that you need to pull out completely. I ripped that whole thing off my chest, and I replaced it with this beautiful moonstone that had blue for Archangel Michael protection. Also, I was getting married, so something old, something borrowed, something blue. It was new. It had the blue in it, and the old. I wore an old ring instead of my fake ring. What was the other message I was going to say? And then I pulled out these earrings, and they were feather earrings, and they were incredible. They were green and turquoise and blue, and they were long and they were full. And my girlfriend looked at them and they said, yes, wear that. That's amazing. Because you, as this person, you're not going to dress like anyone else. You're going to dress like you. You refuse to follow the trends, you create your own style, your own look, your own approach, even if it's not popular with other people. I talked about when I was in high school, I would wear sweatpants with white Vans and a blue Angora sweatshirt with pearls. That was my getup. And then all of a sudden, other people started wearing that exact same outfit. Hey, hello. So it's about sticking to your truth. It's about like mashing all the concepts and all the past things together and creating, like I did in my dress, my outfit, right? I mashed everything together and it was fabulous. It was fabulous. It was my own thing. And when Julie saw this, she's like, wow, there's a lot going on there. And I'm like, there's always a lot going on in my place. This is what it looks like, right? Look at my glasses. They're not normal. They're butterfly glasses. Oh my God. Hello, butterfly. And then the frogs represent releasing baggage, old baggage, and clearing out and cleaning, right? So Spirit says, when this card comes to you, if you're feeling, this card comes to you, you might be feeling a bit alone. I cried this morning. I literally cried this morning because my best friend, her little girl came into her bedroom with, she was 9 years old and her mom's feeling sick. She's got cramps. She's feeling horrible. And her mother just has been diagnosed with cancer. So she's like going through it, and she's got someone else that's torturing her. And this little girl comes into the room and she's made her from scratch blueberry pancakes with fresh blueberries, made a little smile, sliced up and didn't just throw it on there, like arranged this beautiful little display and brought it to her. And I cried and I said, Ken used to do things like that for me. That my ex that I talked to this morning, my friend Julie's husband, he used to do that. I go, he put sticky notes all the way through the house, everywhere, all over the place, on every cupboard, all the way up to the garage, all over my car. And I started crying and I said, I missed somebody doing things like that for me. It's been 17 years since we've been divorced, haven't been in a relationship really. So I looked at that and I was in a place of sadness. My daughter's not here. My daughter hasn't spoken to me in 5 years. She talked to me for like 5 minutes and then she was gone again. This whole religion thing. I got a real thing with religion, you guys. Got a real problem with religion. Um, I didn't grow up on Mother's Day because I was a Jehovah's Witness, but everyone's talking about it, and it would be nice to have my kids around me. So I'm glad that I have my fur kids around me. I'm a mommy to many. So right now, this card comes to us when we're feeling alone, and Spirit says it's okay. We've got the light of truth on our side. We're authentic. We're truthful. We know who we are. We are creating our future the way we want it to be. We're not creating our future the way it was dictated to us in the past, and that's a big change for me in my life. It's also saying don't give up just before the miracle of your life happens. So there's a miracle coming forward. And I know that I've been contacted recently by some of you that are really going through a really hard time right now. So I know that this message applies. And so this one here about sweet victory. So things have been tough for a while, right? There seems to be a place where there's the flow, but you're not in it. Other people are in the flow, but you can't find your way into the stream. So what's going on here? And so bees are pollinators. They take things from one area and they take it to another, right? They go to this flower and to that flower and they spread their sunshine everywhere. So it's showing you now that Spirit will show you as the bee where the honey is, where you will go. Life can be sweet and healthy and strong for you. Yes, it can. It can be productive. And at the end of the busyness of your time, because you're going to be having this busyness of your time at the end of this, because it's coming. This busyness is coming. Like after this today, I'm going off to a Mother's Day celebration at my friend Kieran Starry's. I'm going to be their videographer, and they had this beautiful event with Grammy award-winning singers, and I don't know, musical instruments are going to be played. It's an incredible feast that they're putting on, organic bar of food that my friend Em and Sarah twins are putting on. It's going to be magical, absolutely magical. It's a lot though. It's busy, and I don't really do well in the shishi crowds, and I'm not much of a schmoozer. Hi, Christine. We're on the first card, which is the bees. Second item is the cheetah, and the third item is the magical tree, the crystal tree. Looks like bubbles to me. So we're talking about people have been going through a difficult time, and they're different than everyone else, but they're not going to be bound by restriction and bound by who says what we need to be, like the way I grew up. So what I'm saying with this place that I'm going to tonight, they're my friends, but I don't know all these high-end people that are coming in. I'm not a schmoozer. I'm not good at schmoozing. I just am not. So I generally stand in the corner. I'm good at like washing dishes, but they said, would you want a videography? And I'm like, yes, because then I can be behind the camera and it gives me a job and I don't have to schmooze. Right. So there's a lot coming. So Spirit says there's this busyness that's coming towards you. Even if you don't think there is, there's going to be some busyness. And the end of that, Spirit says, there's going to have this feeling of being left out. That feeling that we've had that it's not happening for me, that I'm not in the flow, that's going to have been lifted somehow. I don't know how, but there's going to be abundance and gold, sweet victory when this message comes in. And as I said, if you listen, the bees will show you where the honey is. Pay attention to the bees. Get out in the sun, have a 10-minute sun bath, get out to smell the flowers. How could we put these cards together accidentally like that? That's how Spirit works. It's incredible. All right, that's the first message. There's going to be a twist of fate that you're not expecting. Something happens. This is just a side note. I'm just getting it. And it happened to me today. Like that was like, wow. Twist of fate. Secret relationships coming to light. Okay. Let's go to the cheetah. For those who chose the cheetah. It's very humid out here. I don't know if I'm going to stay out here as long as I normally do. I should put the cheetah back up here. You go back up with your rock, and you go back up with your bees. All right, what deck, Spirit? My deck. All right, for those who chose the cheetah, I need a drink of water. I'm feeling low. That was a lot. I mean, if you didn't hear in the beginning, I was super sick last night in the middle of the night. And it wasn't illness. It was energy. Full moon energy and Scorpio energy especially, it happens like that. Message right away from Archangel Shamuel. We'll see if it comes back. Shamuel's been around a lot lately. for me and my clients. And Shamuel is the archangel of soulmate union as well as career. And it's a sacred protector along with Archangel Michael. So if you're, that may have come up for a reason for some of you. Correct neutrality on all levels. I'm just tired because I didn't sleep very well. So excited for the future. I believe in magic and miracles, and I'm ready to get busy. Yay! Yeah, that's the kind of vibe we want. Sorry, I'm kind of discombobulated. All right. 2. We get 2. So we're going to go to Athena first because I love her. And I already know what this one is. So Athena with the wisdom. So I'm an owl. I'm a seer. That's what I'm called. I am called an oracle or a seer. I see things. I read the clouds. I see things that others don't see. That's my job as a seer. So Athena has her owl. So regal and wise, she is well-read and knowledgeable in many subjects. She doesn't waste her time and energy on nonsense. She's nurturing, loving, independent, and capable. She stands in her own power and yet knows the importance of teamwork. She knows how to delegate authority, recognizing she doesn't do it all. It isn't her job to fix another or tell them what to do. She leads by example. She's not swayed by the need to be popular. She does not follow the masses. She follows her heart, and she's connected very deeply to her inner wisdom, as shown by the owl that she holds close to her. Owl wisdom gives her the ability to see through deception or illusion. She's able to read people and situations accurately. She's been taught well, and she trusts her intuition. She's trustworthy, reliable, loving, and generous. But make no mistake, she will not suffer fools lightly. She is an empress. So it kind of segues into this other person, right? That's not going to follow the masses. She's learned, she's grown, she's ascended, she's become an empress. She trusts her intuition. Pay attention to the owl. Pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're doing, what you're hearing, what you're smelling, and what you're sensing when the owl comes. Because the owl is helping you see things that you need to see. The dolphins know the importance of play. It really is time. The need for play. The dolphins understand that to manifest, we must be lighthearted. It's well and good to be a hard worker. To be structured and organized is very helpful in our lives. This is true. But we're not machines. We came here to feel joy, excitement, exhilaration, and bliss. There's no other place in the universe like this incredible planet of ours. We're here to live our lives to the fullest, experience the most, to feel our hearts expand to the point of bursting. Just saying these words out loud, can you feel your heart chakra spinning? That is the power of words backed by visualization. Dance today, sing today, play in your garden today, play with your children, nephews or nieces, be they human or fur children. Go for a walk through a beautiful park or neighborhood, climb up a mountain, slide down your slide, get outside and spin around in your hammock chair, play a musical instrument, create something unique, draw, paint, color, or write. What makes your heart sing? Do that. The point is it's time to play. Your vibe begins to shift and lift immediately as you walk on the cushiony green grass. Smell the sweet, delightful fragrance of your happy little flowers. Look up at the majestic green trees against a blue, steel gray, snowy, rainy, or sun-streaked sky and feel your anxiety and stress fall away. Life is indeed good. Hey, Julie, we're on our second item right now. Athena, the owl, trusting her intuition, and it's time to play. You guys can listen back later because I can't keep going back. We're going to be going to our third item. I'm moving along at a clip today, I understand. Try not to miss messages. It does look like a very nice day out your way. It's there's a lot of humidity in the air. It's blue with like a slight mist over the top, so it's very humid. So that's the energy that's here too right now. There's a lot of emotion. It's windy, it's sunny, it's changing rapidly. That's what's happening right now, and that's what's happening in truth. Wow, I just taken the day off today, which is very rare, but woken up feeling very off. Moon in Scorpio, really feeling the intensity. Absolutely. I'm not sure what my moon is in as a Leo. I'm an Aries sun, Gemini rising, and Pisces moon. So I'm the Pisces is, well, so whatever that trait is in the moon, it's amplified during the moon time. So for me, as a Pisces moon, I'm very connected to my dreams, to the etheric world, right? To spirituality, and obviously to spirit. And so my dreams are fantastic during this time. I've had very detailed, very intense dreams. They go on all night long, and there's revelations, and there's visions, and so that's what happens when my moon is in Pisces, like my Pisces moon. So this is a Scorpio moon. So Scorpio is about honesty. It's about secrets. It's about like cutting away. It's Scorpio energy is intense. So if you're in a Scorpio moon, it would be even more intense. But me being in a dreamy spiritual, it has to do with it. There's a lot of working out. I mean, there's a lot going on. I don't pretend to be an astrologer, and I'm not. So you have to look it up for yourself. In your birth chart, you can look them up online. If you know where you were born at the time, helps to give you a more correct reading. Absolutely. You are my opposite sign. I'm an Aquarius. I learned a lot from Leos. So Disobey and Breeze are talking. That's cool. I just found out not too long ago that I'm a dark empath. Well, don't say that. That's a choice. That's a choice. Pretty cool. Yeah, dark empath. I don't know. I'm not going to address that right now. Correct for neutrality on all levels. We're going to this tree. Somebody's filled with anxiety right now. So I'm going to ask Spirit to bounce it off, whatever it is. I don't need it. You don't need it. Doesn't help you to carry it for someone else. They're filled with their anxiety. It needs to be eradicated right now. So I'm going to go to this deck, I suppose, for this tree. Am I going to this deck? Which one? I'm going to pick a number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really? Okay. This is interesting. So we're going to go, we're splitting the deck. So we're going to go, we're getting 2 messages. Well, we'll see how many we get. This is for the magical fairy crystal bubble tree. I'm going to give it back to my cheetah because it's hot and he needs to sit under that. There we go. Okay. Not to mention, I like things organized. Here comes the wind. Thank you, because I'm very, very hot and sticky right now. For those who chose the crystal tree. Alrighty. First message. Very soon. What you're asking for will happen very soon in a very happy way. Well, that's nice to know. So there's the Pegasus. When I was a little girl, I have a cat named Pegasus the Divine. That's my counterpart. And, oh, thank you for that. We needed this. It's so hot. Yay. So relax. And like I said, it might be emotional right now. This is stormy skies that are kind of abating, right? This abating energy. Like I said, right now, this energy is it's transient. It's moving very quickly. So whatever it is that you're concerned with, well, let's find out what is going to happen very soon in a happy way. What's going to happen very soon in a happy way? What's going to happen very soon in a happy way? Wow. Two of Cups. I chose this, and I want to believe this, because this is the one thing I'm calling in, to own my home, and for this. Those are the 2 things I've asked for. Everything else I have. That's what I'm asking for. So very soon, in a very happy way, the 2 of Cups comes in for you. This talks about, like, so these are kindred spirits. This is awesome. It's like when I talk to when you talk to someone who speaks your language, that's a kindred spirit, right? You don't have to explain yourself. They get it. They get it. It could have been difficulty between these 2. Remember, we had the 2 hands last week, that there was a chasm between the 2 hands, but they were coming back together. You see these 2 hands, they haven't quite touched yet, but they are coming back together. And I keep being given the visual of this setting sun. I don't know where Lisa is right now, probably with her kid, but we talked about this in our reading. So this is about 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. These ones are kindred spirits. I love that it's Raphael, because Raphael is the healing angel. So who's making the most amount of noise is the sun and the wizard. I have a wizard wind chime, the magician. Oh, it's the magician and the sun. So that's the divine masculine. So they want to be heard. So they're coming through here right now. They're wanting to be heard. This divine masculine. Now, I don't do gender roles. We all have divine feminine and divine masculine within us. But for me, obviously, the divine masculine will be a man. I won't be a female. So this talks about a friendship. Like I said, what I'm calling in is a best friend. And I talked to my best friend, Serenity, and she was going through a lot moving. And I said, everything that I did for you, that's the kind of person you want to call in, because your best friend better be doing, your partner better be doing what your best friend would do for you, because that's who your best friend is supposed to be, your partner, right? So I'm calling in my best friend. And this is what this is talking about. This talks about a friendship that can grow deeper. This talks about a romance that can flourish. It can blossom. It can bloom into something. Regardless of the nature of this relationship, it could be a friendship between you and a super close best friend, right? I know what I've been asking for, and it hasn't been that. It's been a partner. I want the love of my life. So you may have been asking for a really good friendship. Maybe you've been missing your friend. I know you, Gina, and your best friend, she got married and you felt like a distance. But they talk about, don't give up on the ones you love. Don't give up on this connection. This is a deep, deep bond. And Spirit says, regardless of the nature, the time has only deepened. You know how sometimes time, it's like, what do they say? Distance makes the heart grow fonder, or you forget about them. This is a relationship that over time, it has only deepened. It has only become longer. The longer time has gone by, more respect has developed, more respect and understanding, because they're kindred spirits. If there have been wounds, there's Raphael there to heal them, right? Healings, relationships that can be reconciled. I don't know. Maybe they're talking to me about my brother. Maybe I have to be open to that. I don't know. I will do what Spirit tells me to do. I'm just careful to protect myself when I've been so fucking damaged by someone that was supposed to be my family. My big brother wasn't okay. Right. So maybe that's the feeling. Maybe you're feeling that. And Spirit says, you know what? When I listed all the feelings, the attributes off to Ken this morning about my brother, I said, he's brilliant. He's talented. He's funny. He's an artist. There's a lot of wonderful things about him. But then there's that other part of him, right? So I don't know if it's about that. To me, I don't think it's talking about that. Maybe it is. Spirit will have to show it to me. But this is about not giving up on the ones that you love. And that would be the love of my life, right? Relationships that can be healed, and it's going to happen anyway in a very positive way. So even if this is something coming that I'm not expecting to have happen, it's going to happen in a positive way, and I'm open to that, right? So because if there's disagreements between people, this is a time when resolutions happen. So yes, I'm open to that, Spirit. Okay, I'm open to that. Your big brother betrayed you too. Yeah, it was more than betrayal, man. It was the day my mother died. It was horrific. But I don't believe that this is about that for me. I don't, honestly, because Spirit talks about flirting, about making a commitment, about mutual interests, about a magnetic connection. That connection is between me and my best friend. And my ex-husband that I was talking to this morning, Ken, and Julie, his wife, he said that my brother's his best friend. Good. I'm happy they have each other. I told him that. I am so happy that he has you. And I'm happy that he's good for you, right? I'm calling this in for me. Julie has my ex-husband. They have each other. They have my brother, and they can have each other. I'm calling in this. And Spirit says it's happening soon in a very happy way. So I'm good for that. And is there anything else that, let me just ask if there's anything else that's happening very soon in a very happy way. Shoot, my phone unplugged. That's not good because I don't want to lose our connection. There we go. I want to see if I've missed any stories. Hi. Hello. Breezer, after separating from my husband, I've come to realize that I have some amazing friends that are there to support me through this time. Emir, is my husband having love on me? When do I pay my... I'm doing a free reading here. I will ask for a message for you if you would like, but please respect that. I'm doing a free reading on Mother's Day. This is my gift to you. At the end, I ask if there's anyone that would like a message, and I will ask for a message from Spirit. And whatever they give you, that's what you'll get. I was made to be the bad guy for protecting the kids, and everyone left. Well, not my little brother, Joey. Joey didn't leave. Joey's amazing. I love Joey. Now I'm dealing with that same woman trying to tell me she wants me back while she runs around putting it in my face, but I finally let that go. Good for you. When do I get an opportunity to... Roger, we're just relating to your words. No, I totally understand that. No, Deso, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm just saying No, I want you to communicate with me with what we're talking about. Disobey. Absolutely. I'm just saying, I'm letting it know that at the end of the reading, I will ask if anyone wants a message from Spirit, and I will ask. I'm not talking about that. I like you communicating with what Spirit is talking about. Absolutely. Please don't misunderstand that. Correct for neutrality. And I'm also obviously a little bitchy right now, right? I didn't sleep all night. I was totally sick, and my brother's now best friends with my ex-husband. My brother took everything. So I'm like processing a lot right now. There's a lot of like heavy energy in the air right now. It's a little sticky right now. So, and Spirit just told me, don't try and stuff it, let it come out. This is cathartic for all of us. Correct for neutrality on all of us. What am I asking? What's happening soon in a very positive way? What else? Help. Help is coming. Help is coming. So this is great for you. Disobey. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying to please too many people. So this is Archangel Gabriel, the messenger. And what she's saying is very soon what's going to happen is we're going to be bringing you people to help you. Stay open. Stay open. And look for what's coming. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Happy Mother's Day. If you have children and if you have ever mothered a human or an animal in your life, happy Mother's Day. It all counts. I think a lot of us have mothered. I mothered my grandchild, right? He's like my baby. I had him for the first 2.5 years of his life. So that's a great message. That's a wonderful message. Help is coming in to help you. If it's been difficult, there's going to be some way that Spirit's going to send in someone that's going to help, maybe emotionally, maybe give you the right words, maybe physically. And obviously there's a kindred spirit energy coming in. So I love that. So now we go on to your readings. But first we're going to ask for a rune. Okay. And then we're going to ask for a charm. And then we'll ask for your readings. So let's see what the rune has to say. Whoop, we got one right away. Okay. This was such a good idea, Tina. This was Tina's idea to get runes or to get charms. And I don't know if she said runes, but I put the rune there. Oh my God, we got the star again. I will tell you, in my house, I have Shalom. My spiritual twin is Jewish and Cherokee, and I looked up. I heard the word Shalom, so I looked it up, and it says, "I'll wait for your call." And it's funny, my girlfriend converted to Judaism, and she said that it means this, and I said, "Well, when I looked it up, that's what it meant, and that's why it's in my wall. I will wait for your call." And at the end of it, there's a star. There's a purple star, and that is who I'm waiting for the call from, my star. So for you, what does the star represent to you? Wish upon a star, that's my wish come true, right? The love of my life. I will wait for that call from you. You are my star. Also, follow your true north, which is your true star, right? Thank you. Okay, we're going to find out what this rune is. I think we got this last time, didn't we? I think we got this last time. Let's see. This is fun. This book is so old. Lori Hamilton found a book from the 1800s amongst her grandmother's things, a book of poetry, and she sent me one of the poems. And this reminds me of my grandma. My grandmother was all about books, and my mom and my uncle, they always had piles of books, and my brother and I always had, that was our thing. We'd go to the library and come home with like 7 books or how many books they would let us have. And I'd read them all within the first 2 days. We'd be at night with our little bed lights, reading. So this is Constraint, page 105. So this book is old, so I like it. And my friend brought it to a picnic a couple of months ago, and I said, "I've never done runes." And she goes, "Really? You're Celtic and you haven't done runes?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "I find it." Hi. Star is my highest path. That's my best friend, Serenity. Everybody say hi to Serenity. She just came on. She's the one whose little girl, Abby, gave her the breakfast this morning that was so cute with the blueberry pancakes with a smile. My kids never did that for me. Ken did that for me. Okay. Constraint. Oh my goddess. Are you serious? Are you ready for this, you guys? All right. Constraint. Necessity, pain. The necessity of learning to deal with severe constraint is the lesson of Nathiz. This rune represents obstacles we create for ourselves, as well as those we encounter in the world around us. Both can be difficult to handle. The role of this rune is to identify our shadow or our dark suppressed side, which is funny because you said you're a dark empath. It's places where growth has been stunted, resulting in weakness that's often projected onto others. So don't take this world personally, the rune is saying. Work with the shadow. Examine what is in your nature that attracts this hardship. It's funny you came in right then. Or this misfortune in your life. When you look upon the rune of constraint with a smile, you will recognize that the troubles, denials, and setbacks are actually teachers, guides, and allies. This doesn't work for me. This doesn't feel good. Why is this happening? Remember, I told you I got sick, and Serenity said to me, are you clearing and shielding before and after every reading? Are you doing like a spiritual cleanse? And that's why I ripped that thing off my chest and put her moonstone on my chest to protect me. And now when we started, we asked for Michael to come in and put a shield of protection around all of us. Only love in, only love out. But I will go wash my hands spiritually. I like that idea because I wash my hands all day long. So I will now recognize that when I wash my hands, I'm washing this off, right? So whatever this, these hardships that we've attracted into our lives, we will recognize that these troubles, these denials, these setbacks, they're all teachers. We're in denial. We're not listening. We're not paying attention. So the need for restraint is unquestionable at this time, Serenity. It indicates that there's going to be holdups and reasons to consider your plans very carefully right now. There is work to be done on yourself. So take it, it's not just for Serenity, but Serenity and I were talking about something. So I'm like, look, this is so funny. We just had this conversation this morning. Take it on with good humor and show perseverance. It's a time to pay off old debts, to restore, if not harmony, at least balance. So remember when I ripped that crisscross of fretwork that was on my chest off, I was ripping out cords. I was not weaving that back together. I put one solid shield from my new best friend, the best friend that I chose for myself, Serenity, the real best friend. I put that shield of protection on myself, not that fake piece that was there in the past. That old wedding, that old marriage, I ripped that off. Wow, now I know what that means. The fishermen can't go to sea if they don't repair their nets, right? If there's holes in the nets, like that net on my neck, something needed to be replaced there. And I didn't even fix that net. I threw it away and I put the brand new shield, the moonstone, because I'm a Pisces moon and I'm calling in a moon as well, right? And this is a full moon. So call in the energy of the full moon right now. Be mindful that recognition has to come before progress, it says. Always consider the uses of this adversity. So you recognize the issue and you realize that was my lesson. That's why I was there. That's why they were here. That's why that happened. It wasn't for me to stay in that. It was me to grow past that, right? Restraint is necessary at this time. That was a good one. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do everybody's personal readings. So I know I've already got two. Are we going to do one more charm? Spirit says one more charm. Oh, we got him again, you guys. The seahorse. Last week we got the seahorse and the star. This week we got the seahorse and the star. Do you know that the seahorse raised the children? They do. They take care of the kids. So happy Mother's Day to the fathers who are taking care of the children. Also, the seahorses are smart little suckers. They know how to hold on. In my dream, this great storm came in on this lake and the waves were crazy. And I was so afraid that my sister was going to be taken away. I was calling for her, so worried. I could barely make headway in the water. But the seahorse is able to anchor. They take their little tail and they wrap it around and they hold tight and they are not swept away in the current. That was my worry, Serenity. Remember in my dream, I said I was worried that it would overtake her, that she would be swept away, but she knows how to anchor herself. She knows how to hold on. I like this. All right. We go to Tina. First message out the gate. When you ask first, you get the first one. Ingrid, absolutely. This is for Tina. Ooh. Wolf. I love the wolf. The wolf is the pathfinder. Listen to your inner wisdom and enjoy the gift of freedom. So again, remember the first message was talking about how we're not going to be what someone else tells us to be. We're not going to act as someone tells us to act. We're not going to change ourselves. We're going to be authentic, and we're not going to be embarrassed because we wear giant feather earrings with a wedding dress. You could see me doing that, right? Hell, look. Giant feather earrings with a wedding dress. Or sunglasses like that, or butterfly glasses. Those ones hurt my eye, my nose. So I'm going to this one right now. So this is about being a lone wolf, finding your own path, standing on your own 2 feet, doing it your own way. Actually, I can't see anything with these. They're too dark. So that's listen, and they're asking you to listen to your inner wisdom. So that, again, not other people. Listen to your inner wisdom. Ingrid. Julie. I love Julie, my ex-husband's wife. Julie, I helped them get together, and I told him he was acting like a jerk when they were dating, and we were best friends, him and I. And I said, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm keeping her. If you blow this, I'm keeping her. She's my best friend, and she was for many, many years, and she's still one of my best friends. And I see Julie Zachariah, and I think of her. I always see this little chipmunk face, which reminds me of my little sister, Lori, Christine, Ingrid. Okay. We still love you, kid. This year's been like 9. I feel there are lots of people releasing a lot of things that no longer serve us, ready for our new beginning as we're entering a new cycle of a year, one next year. I just asked my angels for help and they answered help is coming. Yay, Sunshine Tea. Thank you very much. Wish you happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much, Amir. Yay, I believe so. The star represents me, Aquarius, truth. Hello, Serenity, they're saying. My shadow work has led me to what people call a trauma bond. Yeah, that's no good. Trauma bonding, it happens a lot. Believe me, I know it well. I have some hang-ups on trauma bonds from the past. Breezer, it's amazing because I've done a few sessions of spiritual warfare, learning that when we're not grounded or vibrating at a lower energy, we allow dark energies to come. Yes, if you're vibrating at a lower frequency, that's the frequency you draw towards you. That's why if you've come out of a negative relationship, whether it be a friend or a lover, whatever that is, you need to work on healing yourself. You don't get into another relationship because you will continue to draw towards you someone at that same vibrational frequency. The place where you are broken, the place where you are floundering, you don't want to be there. Me and Joey are taking the girls to Mom's for dinner. We love you and wish you the best. I love you guys too. Thank you. Come my home for dinner on Mother's Day. You're sweet. Using Reiki to ground has helped, and being by water, which I love, and frankincense. I would love a reading. Thank you. I would love a reading. Thank you. Okay, Breezer and Sunshine Tea. Yeah, the water's magical. I mean, even in my dreams, I'm at the water. And then my bestie and her hubby call me, and they're at the river on a boat. It was amazing. Okay, we're going next to Gina. Gina. Correct neutrality on all levels. I brought some different decks out. Pay says, hi, Serenity. If she's still there. She's probably driving. She had to go get a present for her mom, and then they're all driving back to her property. So she's got a lot. She's got 6 kids, so she's got her hands full. Who am I reading for? Gina. Magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. Make a wish right now. Spirit's asking. Remember we caught 111? Make a wish. The fairies are all around you. So there's Celtic energy all around you. They're also showing me anger. Now, it kind of came out sideways. And what they're saying is it's safe to express your anger. Like, use it as a positive force. Like, I express myself. Remember I said maybe I shouldn't be talking about this, but I thought, no, this needs to come out. I can't stuff it. So I need to recognize, all right, there it is. I'm looking at it. It wasn't cool. Great. But where are you now? And why did that happen? And what has resulted in that? Has it taught you? Yeah, it's taught me not to allow people to treat me like that anymore. So this is talking about, we were given our anger for a reason, right? It's not there to be told that we're bad because we get angry. We're supposed to have it. We're supposed to honor all of our emotions. They're all sacred. Okay, that was for Gina. Ingrid. Party doesn't start till I walk in. I'm hearing that right now. It's true. When I walk into that party tonight, it will start because I'm the videographer. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I cover a lot of events here in town, as you probably see on my page. It's fun. So you'll probably be seeing videos from this magical place that my friends have. Correct. Oh, I have to write them down, Kieran. Sorry. All right. Who am I doing this for? This is Ingrid. Accept compliments. Oh, this is a good one. This is a tough one for a lot of us. The next time someone gives you a compliment, say thank you. Don't shrug it off, play it down, or reject the gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. You will be denying yourself and the giver the opportunity to share in a moment of gratitude and love. Exercise your self-esteem and soak it in, superstar. Superstar. You're the superstar. Think of compliments as little confidence-building soul vitamins. You're worthy of praise. So that's also someone coming to help you, right? When you're feeling like crap and somebody says, man, your hair looks amazing. You're like, really? Like this morning, I said, Serenity told me that Abby came in and brought her pancakes. And I said, oh my gosh, get a camera, take a picture. And she's like, what? I go, those are the memories that you need to have. And then I said, get in it. And she goes, oh, I feel like crap. And I went, no, get in it. And so she takes a picture with her and Abby. Did you guys see the picture? It's on my Facebook. She's beautiful, no makeup, and she feels like shit, and she looks like that. So accept the compliment. Yeah. She looked beautiful. And then, so she goes, oh my God, I have no makeup. So I went and I said, here, I'll put it on. I went to this little app and I put like very light eyeliner and very light mascara. And she's like, no, just put the other one up. It's beautiful. And then we were talking about how, when women start getting older, and anyway, just women, period, all that war paint all over your face all the time, it ages you, right? Less is more. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing less is more. I just got a little tiny bit. I don't have all, like when I go out and I dress up and I'm in these fabulous costumes, that's a different thing. I've got the eyeshadow, I got the whole thing. But, a lot of times less is more. It's natural. It's beautiful. And she was beautiful. So that was the star. She's the star. We're all a star. That was for Ingrid. Julie Zachariah. Correct neutrality on all levels. Sunshine Tea. Let me write your name down. Oh, I got you. Thank you so much. Rest before you're going. Yeah. Did I get Breezer? Yes. Okay. This is for Julie Zachariah. Woo. Interesting message. You love and understand animals. There's a connection, a bond between you and animals. You can help them and they can help you. When I was sick, I crawled into my bed really early, I came home from my walk and I got really sick. So I was in bed at like 7:00, which is unheard of. You're so welcome, Ingrid. Love you. And thank you for my message. I needed you last night, right at that moment. I woke up to get a reading from Ingrid right after I'd thrown everything up. So it was like a total perfect balancing, right? But my cat, Henry Higgins, the one with the 2 fractures in his little leggy, he crawled up onto my stomach. He won't let me snuggle him. He won't let me pick him up. He won't let me pet him. But I was sick. And he came up and I said, are you here to heal me? And he started purring. And then he went over to the side. Oh, and what he did is he put his little hand out on my arm. And then he got up and he went over to this side. And then he put his little hand up on. It's like he was clearing all of my energy and healing me. So you help the animals help you. There's a bond that you have. There's something about maybe an animal. I'm getting an animal from the past that's letting itself be known to you right now. But there's definitely something about making a wish. They're showing me a wishing well. And the unicorn is coming. Okay, so the unicorn is magic. And the dog represents best friend, loyalty, love, and protection. Have you made a wish? Was it for that? Look at that long winding road. Maybe they're going to travel it together. I like this message. There's a lot that you can pick up from that. Lori Hamilton. Lori Hamilton. I always like to say your name, Lori Hamilton, because of Melanie Hamilton in Gone with the Wind. I always liken myself to Scarlet because my parents put the Scarlet Letter on my back as a child. I was married multiple times. And Melanie Hamilton was such a sweetheart. Lori Hamilton. Correct neutrality on all levels for Lori. Amir, I will ask for a message for you. Absolutely. Amir. I had a friend named Amir. It's a pretty name. My friend was a man, Amir. It's still a pretty name. I liked it. Correct neutrality on all levels. Ooh, too many. Which one? Top one? All right. Wishes fulfilled. Yay! Oh, you made a wish. And so if you made a wish when I said make a wish at 111, your wishes have been germinating. They're deeply planted in the soil of the loving universe, and fulfillment is here or just around the corner. But faith is required. When we put ourselves out there, it's easy to get deflated if what we want doesn't materialize right away. Don't I know that? Have confidence. You're more than capable of manifesting your deepest desires. It's all happening, dear one. It's all happening. Who came on and said, hello, dear one? Wait. Hi, dear heart. Lori Hamilton said, hi, dear heart. This message is Lori's message. It's all happening, dear one. What you send out comes back to you. How perfect is that? That is so perfect. My car just passed to spirit. Your cat just passed to spirit. Oh my goddess. So your cat's talking to you. And my cat was coming and talking to me while I was so sick and reaching out to me. That is so amazing. And Lori, yes, right? Your message is amazing. This is awesome. This makes me feel good. This makes me feel good. I'm shocked that I have been able to commit to doing this every single week because it's like 2.5 hours. And yet it's, I work all week long and I've got 11 cats plus 2 feral cats and 2 dogs. and myself. And I thought, wow, this is a lot. I got to get it all ready. I got to do it. But it's like it's my medicine. It's good for me. It's good for all of us. Who am I reading for again? Sorry, Christine. Ooh. Tortoise. This has been coming up lately. The tortoise. It's interesting. The tortoise, when changes are made for the sake of change itself, resist. When changes are made for the sake of change itself, resist. So don't fix what's not broke. Resist that. So I'm going to bring it back to myself, because he's pulled himself into his home, right? This is his shell. This is his protective armor. And he's good that way. He's backed himself into the garden where he's safe and comfortable, like me. And he's got a shell of protection with sacred geometry all over it, stars all over it. This one has learned to love themselves. This one has recognized themselves as a star. So like this energy that may want to come back and reconcile that I said, I'm good without it, right? I've learned to, I'm safe in my garden. I've got a protective shell, and I am my own star. And so when changes are made for the sake of change itself, resist that. So that change does not need to happen. That's interesting. I like that message. Wow. There's another message here. I'm going to give it to you because it's right on top, and because the sloth is a symbol that reminds me of my daughter. A sloth is her favorite thing. So I feel like maybe the sloth is my grandson. I'm not quite sure. But the sloth, they're such slow movers, right? And they're such good mommies, and they carry their babies with them. Consider the smallest of your needs and treasure what you possess. Consider the smallest of your needs and treasure what you possess. Sloth. I always see people picking these sloths up off the road and helping them, because they would get hit by cars. They can't help it. They can't get out of the way. They need this help, right? Consider the smallest of your needs and treasure what you possess. What does that mean? Consider the smallest of your needs. So give consideration to the smallest of your needs. It's for you. That's how I read it. It may not be it may be a small thing to someone else, but it's a big deal to you, right? And then treasure what you possess. The happiest people love what they have. I love what I have. I love everything I have. I love it all. Makes me happy. Thank you so much. I've been so upset. Oh, I bet. I'm so sorry, but I saw your kitty, your orange kitty. Interesting. I had a dream the other night, and I picked up Merlin, my second Merlin, and he's black marble, right? He's what is that called? A Bengal, and his hair changed to orange. Best friend. I didn't realize at the time the orange represents best friend, and that's what he was showing me. I'm your best friend. Oh my God. So I just got a download. I don't know what it is yet, but it just hit and it came into my ears. So it came in from the night side. So I'm going to have to stop for a second. We've only got a few people left. I'm going to stop for a second. I want to ask what that message, that download is about. Can you show? So, is it my deck or is it the shapeshifters? The shapeshifters. So this is what the download is about. So it's for everyone. It came in for everyone. They got me to do 4 messages in the end anyway. But this is for everyone. Because sometimes people don't realize that all of these messages for all of us. Sometimes they think that it's just the message that they chose. Fiona and the Unicorn, the gift of sacred sight. So it's talking about these two that are connected. It's talking about using this gift. Yes, you can see. Yes, you are correct in what you're seeing. Yes, the downloads. So I just got a download. So that was what the download is about, right? I said, what is this download in concerning? And it's about this gift of sacred sight. And I told you I'm a seer, right? So it talks about your third eye opening. It's helpful to work with crystals when you're going through this. It's helpful to work with fairies. I've already talked about the fairies of the forest, right? And the fairies of the natural habitats. It will help you balance some things that you might see. I put my glasses on right then. I find that interesting. It's time to see into nature. It's like an opening that you're going to be able to see something, sacred sight. I'm going to get something. It's not to tell you, it's not traumatic. It might be strange. It might be unusual. It might feel good. It might feel uncomfortable. But the uncomfort is only the fear. So as soon as the fear goes away, you'll recognize that this is only comfort. This is good. This is all positive. It's pleasurable. It's talking about visions coming to you. So we need to stay hydrated in order for this to happen. When I do Reiki, and I've been doing Reiki all night long, there's 3 people I know that are in 4th stage cancer, and I've been sending Reiki. Raven woke up crying in the middle of the night, so I was sending her Reiki. She was coughing and having an allergy attack, and I was sending Reiki to my dog, and I was asking for, so I was doing a lot of work. So when you're doing that, you have to stay hydrated. And there's something about water is the greatest conductor of energy. So getting in the water, Breezer, you said about being by the water. Absolutely. Lots of visions will come. Keep a record of what you see. I keep a record of my dreams. I write them down every single day. It may come in the middle of the day. You might get inspired to create or paint something. Like whatever comes to your mind, draw it down quickly, capture it with pen and paper or in canvas. You're not going crazy. This is like a Kundalini awakening. Something's about to happen. You have been gifted with sacred sight. So this is what just happened to me. A download came in. I'm going to be shown something. I'm going to believe what I see, and I'm going to pay attention. And you're being told this may happen as well. Absolutely, Pay. Thank you so much. I've been so upset. Christine, I love what I have too. Perfect message. Thank you, Pay. I would love a message. Absolutely. Sunshine Tea, you're the sweetest. Thank you for being you. You're so welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to go back now to Breezer. Breezer, message for Breezer. Trust your intuition. We get a lot about this today in this reading. It's time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside instead. You know what's best for your body, mind, and spirit. Sit in meditation, walk in the woods, be in your garden, ask yourself, what do I need? And then listen and watch, because animal messengers may show up. My best friend called me the other day and she goes, what's this bird? And she sends me this giant bird. It was in the tree. She thought it was a dog. She says, it's making it sound like a dog. And I looked it up and it was a California thrasher. And the message was exactly what was happening at that moment. And then for me, what was mine that came? A parrot showed up in the parking at the grocery store the other day. And then a hummingbird showed up. And hummingbird says, you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself as well as others. So you may even have doubt. So pay attention to what you see as far as animal messengers as well. That's very, very incredibly intricate guidance. There's a bird that's playing hide and seek with me right now, and I got to figure out what it is. He's not talking. He's just kind of making himself known, which is the bird of my life, right? It's not talking, and he is making himself known. I see you, babe, at the top of my messenger. I see your face up there. It's about time you spoke up. When you get a gut reaction, honor it. You have the answer, and it's safe to trust yourself. Everything you need is already inside of you. So that's your message. That was Sunshine. Was that Sunshine Tea? Or was that Breezer? Tell me. Because I've got a mirror. And I've got Pay. And then I have my regulars. Serenity, Kira, Starry, Katie, Kara, and me. And me. It was Breezer? Okay. Sunshine. Sunshine for you. What is your... Where's that deck? I'm missing a deck. There it is. I want this one. Correct for neutrality. That was Breezer's. Thank you so much. All right. So this is for Sunshine Tea. I'm so glad that you're back, Sunshine Tea. So annoying that you don't get notifications. I don't know what's going on with that. YouTube. That's why I posted it. But I do post it a day ahead on my page every Sunday. So it will be there if I'm going to do it. And if I'm not, it will be there as well. There's something important that you have started that you need to complete. It's very important. What I find interesting is the condition of this card. This card is worn, right? It's like it's gotten wet. It's gotten water damage. It's peeled away. It's an old deck. So this is something, even the back is peeling off. So something that you've been working on. And to me, I feel like it's some kind of a challenge because you're at the top of these mountains. You've surmounted something. So you started something really important and now you need to complete it. So what is that? I don't know what that is. You need to ask Spirit if you're not sure what it is. Nandani, nice to cross paths. What is the reading you do? I'm supposed to ask a question. Thank you. I did it. You can listen to it later. It's going to be here. You can watch the whole reading. I have 3 items that you would choose from. And from those 3 items, you get a specific message. And then I ask everybody if they would like a message from Spirit. So if you would like a message, I would absolutely put you down. Nandini, welcome. Nandini. I'm an oracle. I'm an empath. I'm a psychic. I'm a seer. I'm going out to dinner with my bro, mom and dad, and my ride is here. Hope everyone has a better day today, and much love for everyone. Thank you, Lori. Enjoy yourself. You deserve it. And your message was wonderful. Super happy for you. Happy that you have your family. Okay, so I'm doing sunshine tea, right? Now? Did I just do sunshine tea? Sorry, I got distracted. I just did sunshine tea. So now I'm doing a mirror, right? I'm doing a mirror. I'm doing a mirror. Relax. Everything is okay. It's actually better than you think. This message, I saw this earlier in my mind's eye. I knew it was coming out. So what's interesting is this is the story like you're watching a movie and the stars are in jeopardy. They're on the 7th tower and the fire is on the bottom floor and they can't get their way down the staircase. How are they going to get out? Oh my God, the fire trucks aren't there. The fire escape is broken. No one's coming to get them out. They all get out. Everyone gets out. You're at the nail-biting part of your movie, Spirit says, and it's all going to work out fine. It's actually going to work out better than you imagine. Everything's going to be okay so you can relax. That's the message. That was for Amir. Gosh, my writing is like chicken scratch. It's hard. If I miss anyone, please tell me. Did you want one, Disobey? Are you still there? I'm going to go to pay right now. I like this deck. Let's work with this one for a minute. Oh, I like that one too, though. Let's go to this one. It's fun colors. Maybe I can go to my deck in a minute. Correct for neutrality on all. Thank you. I know the challenge was. I finally got the message from angels. Just go for it. Yay! Yay! Okay. This is pay. It's time to rise. No matter what's happening in our lives, we always have the potential to rise above it. Rising is one powerful choice away. Rise out of our negative thoughts or our limiting beliefs. Rise out of our comfort zone or of our complaints. Rise out of our slump or out of our potato chip bag. Get up and rise. What are you waiting for? That's funny. My girlfriend Sherri and I are talking about our health regime. And I don't know if you've ever heard of Purium, but it's a pure plant-based food. And I'm on a product called Trinont and being very careful. And I was at dance on Thursday and my friend had a bag sitting there. And I looked at it and I just saw colors on the bag. And I said, that looks like barbecue potato chips. And somebody goes, it's mangoes. And I'm like, my body's seeing potato chips. So this is rise out of your potato chip bag. That's so funny. Sunshine tea. Okay, Breezer, so spot on. I've been feeling like I'm not in tune with my gifts or what is my unique gift I offer. It's trusting my journey and what I have to offer is always unique and is needed in my time. Yes. Yes. All right, Pay. That was your message. Time to rise. I got a message for myself about this too, right? No matter what's happening, we have the power to rise above it. So it's always about taking the high road. Take the high road, right? That's my message. Take the high road. Whatever. Your life has moved on. You're in a different place. Someone else's life is falling apart. Be gracious. Whatever. You just put away your bag of chips. That's funny. Okay. That's funny. Serenity. Serenity. What deck is number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. My deck. My deck. I just got this. I got a deck for her. She's like, I need to get your deck. I didn't have any. I sold all my decks, but I got one home from a store that it had it for sale, and she hadn't sold it. And I said, you know what? I need that back for my best friend. She doesn't even have one. I thought she already had one. Correct for neutrality. For Serenity, what is her message? We talked about Archangel Shamuel's been showing up in all of my readings, and I didn't know Shamuel before. And I said when I wrote this deck, I said I won't work with any angels or archangels that have not presented themselves to me. And Shamuel showed up, and she shows me this. She sends me this post. I wonder if I can. I don't know if you guys can see me if I switch sides. I'm not going to continue on doing. That was your message. So you're asking, what about the future with this connection? What does he want to tell me? No, I'm sorry. I'm giving you one message from Spirit. And if you'd like a private reading, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com or my email address is Sherricolumbus@yahoo.com. I'd be happy to do a reading for you. But this is This is enough. We were talking about Shamuel, and she sent this thing about the Scorpio full moon and Shamuel. And I'm like, I said, it's incredible to me that what you just sent me, I channeled those messages 2 years ago. Hi, Suzanne. All right. For Serenity. 2 messages. 2 years ago, I channeled these messages. Ooh, you got 2. And she sent it back to me in a meme. And I was like, wow, that was my message. That's interesting. Ooh, and I'm getting the cat. Okay. So we got the star. And Serenity said she's the star, right? That's so funny. And the hummingbird. Me and Serenity. Oh, how cute is this, Serenity? So the star. So when is the time? Now. So many dream of a time that is coming, not realizing that the time is now. Dream it, wish it, do it is the sign that I have inside my schooly Duchess, my little schooly Duchess. Spirit said, why do you delay? The time is only ever now. So many look into the future to bring about their manifestation. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Days, months, years. Keep the dream. Just that, a dream. Spirit says, what are you waiting for? There's no fun in waiting. So I bought my bus and began to build it. Not all at once, but little by little, my dream came to life. It's still a work in progress and probably always will be, just like us. Bring your dreams to life. Play with friends and lovers now. Every little step forward makes your dreams a reality. Wish on your morning star and act before the evening star rises. Spirit will pour out blessings upon blessings. If we truly follow our hearts and believe that we can do anything we set our minds to, we will. And then the hummingbird says, and the hummingbird showed up, right? It was on the wire. The hummingbird says you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself as well as others. Lighten up and grab the sweetness in life. It truly is a beautiful day, no matter what the weather. It's all overcast right now. But I live in the Magic Kingdom, so there is no bad weather in Sedona, ever. Unless it's 110, 120, then I'm inside. Focus on the fact that you are the hummingbird. You have the ability to accomplish the impossible. You have seen the flight of these tiny yet magnificent little hummingbirds. They can go up, down, and sideways like a helicopter. Incredible dynamics in a tiny body. By this example, we notice that the energy is what is huge, not the size of the animal or the person. You may appear insignificant to another. You may appear fragile, and this could be no further from the truth. Go towards the sweetness, the light, the love, and allow the entirety of your spiritual team to take away any feelings that are challenging, fearful, hopeless, or doubtful. Remember, you can do anything. You have the power to move in many directions at once. Choose to move in the light of love, and you will be blessed. I don't think I need to clarify any of this. Hi, Judy. You're so welcome. So that was Serenity's. All right. And now I'm going to Kira. Kira is hosting a beautiful event in her home tonight. Kira and Starry are. She's another star. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, yes. Bring that breeze. Bring that breeze back. Oh. Kira, what is your message? Kira got 2 as well. Song in the background, I can buy myself flowers. I started to cry and I thought, you know what? I can buy myself flowers. And that's the truth. Ooh, great message. You have the power to help heal another. She got this message last week. This is incredible. Use your natural healing gifts. You heal just by being in their presence. That's a beautiful message. And definitely yes. The answer to your question is a strong yes. I'm going to leave it at that for Kira. Starry, what's your message? Song right now, I can love me better than you can. I can buy myself flowers. I know who this song is for. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For Starry, this is incredible. The lion. It always comes out for them. Banish loneliness by reaching out to special friends. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling lonely, change it. Do something about it. Reach out. Leaving it at that. That's pretty simple. Katie, let's do the power. Archangel power. We haven't done that for this whole reading. I like this deck. Well, we did it once. Correct for neutrality. You're so welcome. You're welcome. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Good night, Sherri. Thank you so much. So welcome. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Release everything tonight. It's the full moon. Can't pick up all that Spirit wants to bring you with your hands full of the past. Anything that doesn't serve you, anything that doesn't add to your life, release it tonight. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Thanks for being here and being a part of it. I didn't think there'd be anybody here because it's Mother's Day. So thank you all for showing up. Wow. All right, who's this for? This is for Katie. 3 messages. The situation has ended. Put the past behind you. You're finally free. There's new happiness. Opportunities for happiness are in the future. If you put the past behind, that situation does not serve you. Release attachment to that outcome. Consider a more uplifting outlook. And these are all Michael. These are all Michael. Call on Archangel Michael to vacuum away any negative toxic energy like I did last night. It's what I do when I do Reiki. And then when you do that, you're coming out of the dark, stormy time and into the light. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a sigh of relief. And again, it's time to make new plans, relocation and travel. She gets this all the time. Katie, these are incredible. It's over. Release attachment. If you do, you're coming out of the darkness, letting it go. New opportunities come in. Oh, wow. I forgot it's the full moon. Talking to the universe tonight. Ask. Yes, it's the Scorpio full moon. So eclipse energy is happening again. All right. That was Katie. That was powerful. And then Nandine. For your current and your future. Here's your message. Nandine. Correct for neutrality. For your current and future. Correct for neutrality. What do you want to share with Nandine? What's coming? What's happening? What would help, Nandine? What would help? Nandine. Thank you for showing up. We love you so much. I'm always grateful for the divine messages you bring and the wonderful energy you share with us all. Wish we lived closer. It would be so cool if we could see each other. She lives in Australia. What the hell? I know. Isn't it awesome? We've been friends for so long. I'm so blessed by your energy too. Ingrid puts out messages on Facebook too. Every once in a while, she'll come up and say, "Anybody want a reading?" It's nice. Well, here you go, Nandine. This is an amazing message. If I'm saying your name right, Nandini. An excellent opportunity is going to be offered to you, and where this opportunity comes from, they have abundant resources. It has to do with the pursuit of an education. It has to do with work. It's the beginning of something, and they're saying that they believe that you are reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. It's time for you to get to work. This opportunity that's coming in, you will know it. It's coming in soon. You are about to be offered an excellent opportunity. Spirit's advice is take the opportunity. They will have abundant resources. Now, use your resources wisely. So sometimes you think, oh, this is a job, but sometimes it can be a friend that comes in with information, or sometimes it is a connection that has the ability to support something for you or help you do something. All I know is an excellent opportunity is going to be offered to you. They definitely show education or the pursuit. So that's like looking, this is the library she's standing in. I always think of this as the House of Commons. So to me, it's about changing laws. It's about changing things. So to me, an opportunity, spirit gives me an opportunity, and the abundant resources that I have is spirit, right? So it depends on how you look at it. But this opportunity is about to come for you. So that's your message. Nandini. I think I've got everybody now except for me. No, I've got to do Kara. Kara's getting the unicorns. Okay. Kara. Kara's my hairdresser and my friend. Kara. Happy Mother's Day, Kara. I already said it, but if you didn't hear it when you were just coming on. Correct neutrality, Kara. Kara. What about Natasha Whiteside? I don't think she's here, but I think I need to ask for a message for her. Natasha, she's always with us. I think she's probably with her family. Correct neutrality. Oh, wow. Oh my God, too many fell. I can't take that many, sorry. Oh, that one? All right, that one fell again. So this is the one. Who am I reading for? Kara. Listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong or that you don't align with. Like, remember I gave that message about my brother and my ex-husband being best friends and how he says he's a great guy and I love him and he's my best friend. That's great. Happy for you. I know it's good for me, right? So don't let others talk you into doing something that doesn't vibe with you. Follow your own inner guidance is your message. Or, like Paige said, she just put her potato chip bag down. Your sister shows up with a bunch of junk food. You know better. Don't eat it, right? Listen to what you know is best for you. Okay. I need to choose a message for myself. So I'm picking a number between, let's see, 2, 4, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I lost myself. Hold on. All right, they're showing me the shapeshifters. All right. My drink, it's this Trenant, this Activate drink. It's an energy booster, mind enhancer, appetite suppressant. It's all this natural stuff, and it's got cayenne in. Actually, that's not Trenant. It's C4, but it's got cayenne in it. So when I drink my water, it's hot. You're so welcome. Have a lovely day yourself. Happy Mother's Day. Correct neutrality. This is my message. Spirit, what is my message? I'm really excited about the love of my life coming in. His beautiful face has been at the top of my messages in Messenger for days now. And now I said that bird's playing hide and seek, allowing itself to be seen but not talking. If you don't do that, it doesn't work for me. You need to freaking talk. I'm a communicator, man. If you don't communicate with me, you are out. You are out. Aries, I wrote it in my I wrote it in my bio about who I am. Aries do not like to be ignored. We do not like to be ignored. I don't need to be the center of your attention, but if I ask you a question, you better answer me. I need communication. I'm a communicator. My name is Sherri for a reason. I want to share my life with you. I want to share. Hi, Tina. You're back. You keep disappearing and coming back. Thank you for the, you know what? Hold on. I remembered last time I could do this. Hold on. I wish I had done it before. I forgot that I get to do this too. Oh my God, the song is playing. It's called Ordinary. You're taking me out of the ordinary. I love the song. Alex Warren. It makes me cry. I just like ignored conversations too. No kidding. It's fucking rude. It's rude. You know? How would you feel to be ignored? Some people like to be left on their own, but you know what? My best friend's a processor. My best friend is Serenity, and she's good being on her own. She's like, sometimes I just check out, and I'm like, okay, you can check out, but you just need to check in with me every once in a blue moon. Just let me know you're not dead. Oh my God, this came out, and I put it back, and it came out. These two came out. So funny. A beautiful worm. So this is about taking time to take care of yourself. I told you I was sick last night, and it was just an energetic, but I'm tired too, right? This weather doesn't help. This is the weather where you definitely want to have a nap in air conditioning. It's a time for rest and relaxation. It's time to slow down, wrap yourself in a metaphorical cuddly blanket. This is a time when you might get sick. So this is a time when Spirit's warning me, be careful. You could catch the flu, a cold. I did have like a 24-hour. It's about taking shelter from parties and lots of people. Where am I going tonight? To a giant party. Oh my God, I'm going to have to go with a shield of protection. Basically, it's time for solace, is what Spirit's saying, to take care of my beautiful self, to slow myself down, to allow myself to heal in this incredible magic kingdom, in this beautiful environment that I have, that I love so much. It's time, Spirit says, for me to remember that I am loved. They showed me the butterfly. When I looked up, I saw the butterfly, and the butterfly was on my wind chime that wasn't moving. And this little butterfly is not moving, right? She's cuddled up in a flower. I hate when you talk to someone and they pay more attention to their phone messaging. I'm in Aries too. No kidding. I said that if I had the family get-togethers, like with my kids and my grandson, like we used to, all phones go in a basket at the front door. I see people and everyone's on their phone. No, I'm only on my phone taking pictures. I take pictures to record the event. I don't want to. Yeah, no. What else are they telling me about me? It's so funny. You could spend some time redecorating your room, is something they're telling me, because I was laying in my bed this morning and I got this painting the other day. It's a watercolor. It's real. It's beautiful. I'll have to bring it out for one of the items to choose from. I have no room in my house. I got no more. I've got a tiny house. You know, I've got this giant porch that needs to be made into a great room. That's my dream. So I would have but then I would have mostly glass. So I still wouldn't have any place to hang the pictures. And so I was looking around my room and I thought, that picture doesn't look, it's too big to go there. So I am literally about to redecorate my room. So that was like a download that they said, you could redecorate your room. I'm going to. I haven't done it for a little while. But it's about staying in a safe, healing, healthy environment. And that's this place. That's my magic place right now. It's so funny how they say rearrange your furniture, rearrange your desk. I thought about rearranging my office. I don't know how I would do that. I've rearranged outside here. Like, I'm always rearranging things. So Spirit knows me well, right? This is how I operate. They're telling me that there's someone nearby me that's going to help me with this loyal companion. I don't know who. who that would possibly be. My best friend is in 29 Palms, and Julie's in Lake Havasu, and those were my two best friends. My family's in California and Canada. Someone nearby is going to look after me so I can relax. But if they don't show up, maybe maybe it's my cat. Remember how Higgins put his hand out to give me Reiki and heal me? But it talks about if I start giving myself this love will come back, because what you send out comes back to you, right? So when I give, this comes back to me. And then this loyal guardian, I love this. I used to have a book series. I've only got one left. I used to collect children's books, and of all the things that were stolen from me, my book collection is, I had a beautiful book collection. It was incredible. And the fact I collected children's books purposefully because they were picture books. They were incredible. And Good Dog Carl, it's an English book, and it's about this Rottweiler that takes care of this baby. And I said, I don't want to be anyone's mommy taking care of them. I want someone that wants to take care of me for a change, right? So I think it's interesting that they said someone is going to come and take care of you. And it's Good Dog Carl, who, this magical companion, this loyal guardian, he's so powerful that no one will hurt me. Look how strong he is. This is talking about when people this is a magical protector for when people have been bullied or picked on or teased to the point where they'd rather just be left alone. That's where I'm at. I get it, right? My friend is asking me a million questions and I'm not answering. And so she's continuing to call me and ask when we don't answer, don't keep calling. It's not like we didn't see the call the first 75 times, you know? So this message is about being bullied. This is a message about being pushed around. This is not just my message, because I hear this for other people in this chat. This is when we're vulnerable, more maybe than we've been before. We're like a child. We've been to the point we're fragile, and Spirit says that this energy says, I will come to protect you. So we want you to think of yourself as a newborn. She even has her hair like mine. Look at her hair, right? This is me. So this is when babies are born, they're at their most vulnerable. Babies are tough, they are, but you got to take care of them, right? Like, what the F? So right now there's changes that are taking place, and it makes us vulnerable when we're rebirthing, when we're coming into something else. So right now, with this steadfast, steady companion, this guidance, this protector, this companion, this fearless one is like a watchtower. This one, I will growl. And this is the energy of when Spirit says, I will growl at others to let you know who to stay away from. So this is when you need to pay attention to your intuition, Sherri, right? Anyone that wants to harm you, I'll let you know. This magical protector is around you. So I felt this. I knew that what happened to me yesterday was not a 24-hour flu. I know it was an attack. I saw who it was. Spirit showed it to me. And this message is saying that there are situations, people in your life right now that are threatened by you. So they're threatening you. And it makes you feel uncertain or uncomfortable. It made me sick to my stomach. It literally attacked my stomach out of the blue. And so Spirit says, noted. And you know what I heard when I fell asleep last night? 12 people, a jury of your peers. And I was like, whoa, someone's getting judged. Someone is being put on trial for doing that to me. So someone took notice, Spirit says. And this is at this time where this shapeshifter is devoted. This companion is sniffing out danger, showing any threat, letting me know, hey, this is not good for you, right? If there's been any bullying or behavior that's been intimidating, or someone who has been at you, this one will not let you down. So whatever this energy is, I call it in as Archangel Michael at this time, my big bully protector. He's a protector of the bullies, right? You don't want to mess with Archangel Michael. So don't mess with me. I work for Spirit. Spirit works for me. I would be very careful with what you say or do against me. That's the message. Protection bubble for you, me, and everyone. Heck yeah. I can't stand that. Yep. Absolutely. All right. My friend that I have to meet up with to do this event tonight is having a meltdown because she doesn't know where we're supposed to meet, even though we still have 3 hours. So I'm going to hang up because I need to rest anyway, too. And actually, we don't have 3 hours, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5. We have 3 hours exactly from this moment where I have to be at this event. So I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate your energy. I thank you for showing up on Mother's Day. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you again next week. As I said, if I can help anyone with a private reading. My website is www.theangelswhisper.com. Sherricolumbus at Yahoo is my email. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. If you've subscribed, unsubscribe and subscribe again. Sunshine Tea says she's not being notified because YouTube unsubscribes people all the time and they bury my content. So it would help if there were likes. It would help. The comments help, but subscribe and to share would be fabulous. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste here. Namaste here. All right, you guys. I love you. Talk soon. Bye.